In 2024, the U.S. National Archives created Record Group 615, an official classification number, a category all of its own, reserved exclusively for documents on unexplained aerial phenomena. It's no longer a theory, no longer a phantom file. It's a state archive. And yet, on the key questions, what these objects are, where they come from, what the government really knows, total silence remains. Why create an archive if it's just to keep on hiding everything? For decades, anyone who mentioned UFOs outside of conspiracy circles was immediately discredited. The subject was treated as folklore. Military witnesses, fighter pilots, radar operators, all sent back to their delusions. Then, in April 2020, the Pentagon did something unprecedented. It officially released 3 videos filmed by U.S. Marine Corps pilots. The Floor 1, Gimbal and Go Fast files. Recordings dating from 2004 and 2015 that had already been circulating unofficially since 2017. The Pentagon confirmed their authenticity. It acknowledged that these objects were real, detected by top-of-the-line military systems, and that it had no explanation for them. In 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence published a 9-page preliminary report on what the U.S. government now officially calls UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena. This report recognized 144 documented incidents between 2004 and 2021. It could only explain one of them. The official position of the American government has evolved in 3 phases. First phase, from 1947 to 1969, the U.S. Air Force's Project Blue Book officially investigated 12,618 UFO sightings. Official conclusion in 1969, no evidence of extraterrestrial origin, no threat to national security, project closed. Second phase, from 1969 to 2017, institutional silence. The subject is officially closed, requests for information are sent into a void. Third phase, since 2017, the New York Times reveals the existence of a secret Pentagon program, the ADIP Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, funded at $22 million between 2007 and 2012. The government acknowledges the program. In 2020, the U.S. Navy establishes official procedures for reporting UFOs by its pilots. In 2022, Congress creates the AARO Office, All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, with permanent mandate to investigate. The current official version, UFOs are a serious national security issue, but their nature remains undetermined. The 2021 report from the Office of National Intelligence contains a particularly troubling sentence: analysts could not explain 143 out of the 144 documented incidents. But this figure itself is problematic. The report covers only the period 2004 to 2021, and only incidents formally recorded by military sources. How many incidents were not reported? How many were classified before reaching this census? Project Blue Book in 1969 had left 701 cases officially unexplained in its files, yet it concluded there was no significant phenomenon. In 2023, David Grush, former intelligence officer of the U.S. Space Force, testified under oath before the American Congress. He stated that he had been aware of secret government programs related to the recovery of non-human materials. A statement made under oath, in front of Congress. The Inspector General of American Intelligence deemed his complaint credible and urgent. And yet, the programs he describes do not appear in any accessible registry. The Record Group 615 created by the U.S. National Archives in 2024 is the most significant documentary proof of this change of era. For the first time in American administrative history, documents relating to UFOs have their own archivist classification system along with presidential archives or World War II records. In parallel, the UAPDA Law Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act, adopted in 2023, creates a similar declassification commission like that created for JFK archives. Senators Marco Rubio and Kirsten Gillibrand co-sponsored this law, an exceptional bipartisan consensus. The videos released by the Pentagon show objects performing maneuvers that military engineers cannot reproduce: instant accelerations without signature thermal footprint, air-water transitions, movements at speeds surpassing any known aircraft. The USS Nimitz encounter in November 2004, filmed by Commander David Fravor and confirmed by several radar operators, remains the best documented case, a white object with no wings or visible propulsion system, moving at estimated Mach 40. The 2024 AARO report now lists more than 800 reported cases. 2 years earlier there were only 144. What is revelatory in this story is not the existence of phenomena, it's the timeline of their official recognition. For 50 years, the U.S. government actively discredited witnesses, closed public investigation programs, and maintained a systematic policy of denial. Then, in the space of 7 years, from 2017 to 2024, it officially acknowledged the secret programs, published the videos, created the permanent AR office, passed a declassification law, and created a National Archives category dedicated to the subject. This sequence is not the result of journalistic pressure. It's the result of organized leaks, testimonies under oath in Congress, and a political decision to manage revelation rather than be subjected to it. The question is no longer, is the government hiding something? The answer is yes, they admitted it. The question is, for how long? And above all, why now? The AARO office is operational today, with a public website where citizens and military personnel can report observations. The UAPDA Commission mandated by law was supposed to issue its first conclusions in 2024. Senator Chuck Schumer publicly stated that there exist within the U.S. government restricted access programs related to UFOs not overseen by Congress. David Grush has been recognized as a protected whistleblower. None of the people he cited in his testimony have been called to testify publicly. The archives of Record Group 615 are theoretically accessible, but the most sensitive documents remain classified. The framework exists. The procedures exist. The archives exist. What they contain, we still don't know. In less than 10 years, the United States has gone from total denial to creating national archives dedicated to unexplained aerial phenomena. The videos are real. The testimonies under oath exist. Laws have been passed. But the answers about the exact nature of what has been observed and recovered remain locked in files that the public is not allowed to read. The question is no longer whether something is happening. The question is, what will they let us know, and when? Subscribe to not miss the next episode.